My parents ghosted me 5 years ago after my wedding and now reached out. I met my husband Derek when I started working as his assistant 9 years ago. We spent like 2.5 years pretending we weren't completely into each other before we finally admitted it. The second things got romantic, we went straight to HR and I got transferred to a different department. Everything was completely above board. A year into dating, I got pregnant. We'd been living together, knew each other inside and out, and just decided to get married. We knew how it looked. Girl marries her former boss after getting pregnant. But we loved each other and didn't care what anyone thought, except my parents. They've always been super overprotective and I knew they'd freak out about the boss thing, so I hadn't told them we were dating. But if I wanted them at my wedding, I had to come clean. We sat them down and explained everything. How it was strictly professional until it wasn't. How we went to HR immediately. How Derek never took advantage of me. How we wanted to get married and wanted them there. I didn't mention the pregnancy because I figured telling them everything at once would just break them. I was only 4 months along and my dress hit it perfectly. The wedding day came and everything seemed fine. My mom pulled me aside in the bathroom before the ceremony, asking if I was sure about this. I said yes, and that was it. They seemed okay. The ceremony was beautiful. My dad walked me down the aisle. Everyone was smiling. Then we had to drive to the reception venue across town. My parents never showed up. I called them over and over. Nothing. Finally, my brother called and they actually answered. They told him they were going home because they were tired and uncomfortable. I tried texting, calling, everything. They'd blocked me on literally everything except email. So I sent them this long email basically saying I'm an adult who made an adult choice and I hoped they could respect that eventually. 5 years went by. 5 years of complete silence. No birthdays, no holidays, nothing. I had 2 kids during that time and got pregnant with a third. I'm not big on social media, but I posted something for our 5th anniversary mentioning our 2 kids and the third on the way. Within a month, my parents left a voicemail. They said they saw the post and had no idea they had grandchildren. Now they wanted to meet them. I didn't respond at first. They kept calling and leaving messages asking why I was ignoring them. My brother said I was being unfair because I told them we could talk if they learned to respect my marriage, and now I was putting a time limit on it. But 5 years felt too long, and it felt like this was about the kids, not about actually respecting my choices. I finally agreed to a video call. It was me, Derek, and my parents on Zoom. They asked to see the kids right away. I said eventually, once they earned our trust and proved they'd be positive people in our kids' lives. They wanted to read me a letter they claimed they wrote on my wedding day. It said they were uncomfortable with me marrying my former boss because they thought he took advantage of me. That's why they left before the reception. They didn't want to cause a scene. They said they were going to send the letter the morning after my wedding, but then I sent my email about respecting my choices and they were too ashamed. Seeing my anniversary post made them realize how much they missed. I asked what the big deal was about marrying my former boss. They said it just wasn't what they had in mind for my wedding day and my future spouse. I asked why they came to the wedding at all if they didn't support it. My dad said he wanted to walk his daughter down the aisle because it was the only chance he'd get. The way he said it, the way he said my daughter instead of you. It was clear he was thinking about my older sister who passed away years ago. Derek caught it too. Derek said if they were talking about me, they should address me directly. He added that if they planned to leave, they should have told us. And the fact they waited 5 years to reach out needed more explanation than just shame. As a father himself, he didn't understand how they could ignore their daughter for years and only come back when grandkids were involved. That's when my dad snapped. He called Derek a cushy. It's a slur for dark-skinned people. The room went silent. My mom immediately tried to do damage control, but I just ended the call. They've been messaging me non-stop, trying to explain that calling my husband a racial slur doesn't mean they're racist, that he wouldn't have said that in front of the kids, that they should still get to meet them. For 5 years, I wondered what I did that was so terrible they couldn't even talk to me. Turns out they're just racist. My husband isn't white. I am. So are my parents. And now I know exactly why they really left my wedding. There's no way I'm letting my mixed-race children anywhere near them.